Hi students, this is online class for grade 9. This is my third class. In the previous class, we have already discussed about antigen, antibody, immune response and the basic structure of antibody. Today, we will discuss about the different types of antibody. We already know that there is 5 types of antibody, that is IgG, IgA, IgM, IgD and IgE. These are the main 5 types of antibody produced within our body. Now we individually know about each and every antibody, their role, their structure, and how it is produced, or why it is important for our immune system. First of all, we discuss about IgA. IgA is a very important antibody and it's a specialty because it's mainly produced in mucus, and that's why this is the first antibody which is come in a child through the milk which is taken from his mother. So the milk of mother contain the IgA. So this is the first antibody which comes from his mother to a child. Secondly, it is a monomer or dimer. You willfully know what is monomer means. There is the basic single structure. And what is dimer? That is the two basic structure attached with each other. This is the dimer. IgA mainly found in mucus. That means it have the capability to destroy the antigen, and it mainly found in sweat, tear, saliva, etc. So in short, IgA is monomer or dimer. It's mainly found in mucus like tear, sweat and saliva, etc. And it's the first antibody which a baby get from his mother. Its presence in the colostrum. You should know this word, colostrum. Colostrum means the milk formed in a mother after the born of a baby. The first milk is known as colostrum. The yellowish milk that is found in a mother at the beginning time of birth of a child. Next, that is IgG. IgG is a monomer. It have the basic structure. Monomer means it have the single basic structure, and it is the main immunoglobulin found in a human blood. It is about 75%, 70 total amount of the antibody, 75% are IgG. It helps to destroy bacteria and viruses. So it is a very important, all antibodies are important, but immunoglobulin G, IgG, this antibody maximally presents in our bloodstream and blood serum also, blood plasma also, and it's help to kill the bacteria and viruses. Next, the IgE. IgE is it's also monomer, means it have a single basic structure, that is monomer, and its speciality, that is it is anti-allergic. This antibody help to control the allergens. We all know about the allergens, like someone sneezing, that's allergens. Some infections, skin rashes, all are allergens due to the different kinds of allergens responsible for different types of allergy, and that is controlled by the IgE. So it is also the monomer and it's the anti-allergic capacity. It has anti-allergic capacity. This is the antigen E. And now we discuss about the IgM. It is the largest allergens. It is the largest, allergens, no. It is the largest antibody, means it is pentamer. It is the pentamer, and that's why it is so important for our immune system. It is very important because it has different types of trapping capacity of different kinds of antigens. It is mainly produced after the infection, and it's come from the B lymphocyte cell. All antibodies produced from B lymphocyte cell, but IgM not present in our blood all the time. It's mainly produced after the infection when the requirement occurs, and it's signaled by the IgD. When later I discuss about the IgD. So IgM is responsible for to trap different kinds of antigens, and it is the largest immunoglobulin, and it have another specialty. It is firstly formed within human body after birth. Previously I have mentioned that IgA comes from mother. It's come from mother, but the first antibody which is produced within human body, that is IgM. After birth, a child first produce antibody, that is IgM, but first getting antibody, that is IgA. Now the last one, IgD. It is the last one, and I mentioned it at the last just because its function, its role, its presence in very low amount in blood, that is 1% approximately. It varies, but approximately 1% presence in human blood, but its role is very big because its presence in the plasma membrane of B lymphocyte cell, plasma membrane of B lymphocyte cell, B lymphocyte cell means B cell, and it arrange B lymphocyte cell. We further discuss about the B lymphocyte, T lymphocyte when we give the demonstration or knowledge about the different kinds of immune response. So it is a cell, and you have to know that B lymphocyte have the capacity to produce the antibody. For this time, it is enough for B lymphocyte cell. So B lymphocyte, and then the cell membrane of plasma membrane, that's the outer covering. You will fully know what is the plasma membrane, the outermost covering of a cell, and that plasma membrane of B lymphocyte cell contain the IgD, and it have a great role because it helps to arrange the immune response, means when which antibody required, which antibody have to function, how it will be function, that will be managed by IgD in all kind of antibody and antigen reactions. So it is also important for our immune response of our health, for our good health. So this is the 5 types of antibody which we are discussed. I shortly repeat the different kinds of antibody, that is IgG, IgA, IgM, IgD and IgE. I discussed about different types of antibody shortly for your better knowledge. That is IgA, that is monomer or dimer. It's mainly found in mucus and it's found in colostrum of milk, sweat and tear. As per its presence in mucus, it's also known as secretory antibody, and as per its presence in the colostrum of milk, means breast milk of mothers. That's why it is important for child, because it is the first antibody which getting a child from his mother. Next, IgG, that is monomer. It is maximally present in our bloodstream, approximately 75%, and it is major antibody that fight against different kinds of virus and bacteria. Then IgD, monomer, which is present in very low amount, but it has a great role because it's have the helps to function the other antibody, mainly IgM. And IgM, that is pentamer, the largest immunoglobulin, and it presents in blood and serum both, and it have a large capacity to control the antigens. And IgE, that is anti-allergic, means it is fight against different kinds of allergens like skin rashes, sneezing, etc. And its presence in very low amount, about 0.1 to 0.2%. Now we will discuss about different kind of antigens. We have already discussed about the different types of antibody. Now we will discuss about different kind of antigens. Antigens are mainly 2 types, that is exogenous and endogenous. Exogenous, it is very simple. Exogenous means the antigens which come from outside the body, and some antigens that is very low in number, but there is some antigens which is present within our body that are known as endogenous. So exogenous and antigenous. Maximum antigen, that those are exogenous. Bacteria, viruses, fungi, algae, protozoa, all are exogenous. Some chemicals, you may say biochemicals, which is produced within our body for different kinds of metabolic activity like blood circulation, heart, respiratory and functioning, and that's why there is produced a chemical that is known as cardiolipin. This is the chemicals produced in heart and it have the toxic property. It has the toxic property. That's why it's also an antigen. And as per it is produced within our body, that's why it is known as endogenous. So antigens are two types, exogenous and endogenous. So for this class, just different types of antibody and different types of antigens are discussed. In next class, that will be most probably that will be the last class for this chapter, that is the different types of immune response and different types of disease.